UN praises, remarkable, India as 415 million exit poverty levels in 15 years.
Here's a summary of the article.
A total of 415 million people moved out of poverty in India within just 15 years from 2005-2006 to 2019-2021, the UN said on Tuesday, highlighting the remarkable achievement by the world's most populous nation. Notably, India saw a remarkable reduction in poverty, with 415 million people exiting poverty within a span of just 15 years, the report said. In India, 415 million poor people moved out of poverty from 2005-2006 to 2019-2021, with incidence falling from 55.1% in 2005-2006 to 16.4% in 2019-2021. In 2005-2006, about 645 million people were in multi-dimensional poverty in India, with this number declining to about 370 million in 2015-2016 and 230 million in 2019-2021. Countries halved their MPI in periods as short as 4 to 12 years, demonstrating the feasibility of the Sustainable Development Goal target of halving poverty according to national definitions within 15 years. In Cambodia, the most encouraging case among these, the incidence of poverty fell from 36.7% to 16.6%, and the number of poor people halved, from 5.6 million to 2.8 million, all within 7.5 years, including the pandemic years. The global MPI monitors poverty reduction and informs policy, showing how people experience poverty in different aspects of their daily lives, from access to education and health to living standards such as housing, drinking water, sanitation, and electricity.
This post received a score of 8,300, with an upvote ratio of 95%. Here are the top comments in response to this article.
Wonderful news for a change. Congratulations to the people of India.
Yeah, these times are too dire for there to be zero good news.
The problem is not the world, the problem is the news and your perception of the world. You are living in the best time in recorded history. You just don't know it and don't believe it when I tell you.
A question to ask is, what year would you prefer to live in? If they choose greater than 10 to 15 years ago, things get quite a bit worse quite quickly. And if they choose within that time frame, well, that's just silly.
Depends on what capacity and where. In the United States, various forms of bigotry have declined significantly, but far-right neoliberal economics have essentially been a class war on the middle and working class since the 70s. It used to be a lot easier to live and go to school.
Those same economics are a big part of the reason why hundreds of millions of people in India and China have emerged from poverty in the past couple of decades. Everyone always forgets that all that offshoring didn't just enrich American companies, though it certainly did that, but also drastically improved the lives of people in other countries. Unfortunately, that has come at the cost of a lot of middle-class jobs in the U.S. At the same time, protectionism would have just made it harder for those hundreds of millions to improve their lives.
Debatable for sure. Plus, it's not like neoliberalism is solely about offshoring jobs. It's way more than that. It affects every facet of society.
Lest people think this is only about extreme poverty. Share in poverty relative to different poverty thresholds. India, 1977 to 2019.
Thank you for posting. That is a fascinating site.
Just to put that into perspective, that is the population of US of America plus around 80–90 million more people. That's truly insane. I mean, this isn't completely out of the waters, but this is remarkable of its own. Edit. Clarifying, this is the USA, not including Canada or Mexico or any territories of USA.
So Germany? So that makes it USA and Germany combined. Thank you.
Obviously you meant Canada too, so that makes it USA plus 2, Canada. Thank you.
As an American, this made much more sense, thank you. Goddamn metric system and their Germany s.
I highly recommend people check out the India Stack. It's impressive what they did and how they worked to get people access to bank accounts and how it all ties together.
I'm not sure how this is going to pan out when so many people have no access to electricity. Official data says 99% of settlements are electrified, but for a town or village to be electrified, only 10 to 15% of homes in it need to have electricity. The real electrification rate is estimated to be about 55%. Also, demonetization was a complete and utter clusterfuck which is going to and is having long-run damage on aggregate demand and potential economic growth in India.
This video was automatically created by Reddit to speech. The article and comments in this video were selected from Reddit according to their upvotes, and any paraphrasing was performed by smmry.com, without any human intervention.